Hello teacher and good afternoon. My name is Alexander Ramirez. Today I'm going to talk to you about the project proposal project. Its name is Student Perception of the Gamification with the use of the Kahoot in the teaching of vocabulary in English. I'm going to talk about the first of all the introduction. The result proposal seeks to improve the perception and motivation of the students that learn vocabulary in English. This is so important because with the vocabulary, the student is strengthening communication skills as speaking, reading, and writing, listening. Yeah, they need to change the perception. They need to try to improve the motivation to the student to learn English in vocabulary in English. So because the students don't like to learn English, they think that is so beautiful, so difficult, and they don't like learn because they are timid, they are fear with the learning new things in English. Yeah. So, and they don't consider it important to learn English for their future. Yeah, they need to change this point of view to the student and improve the engagement the student to the learning to the vocabulary in English. Yeah. So, I'm going to talk about the context of the problem. So next, after I assist to the several classes, four classes, I observed that the students don't like to learn English. Yeah, the students of the sixth grade, they students live in the a little town called Montañas del Totumo. It is located in the municipality of the Paz de Ariporo in Casanare, in the rural context. They study in the Institución Educativa Simón Bolívar. Yeah, they come to this. This is the Simón Bolívar is the principal school with the student, but they come from some sedes annexas, yeah, where the teachers don't have the specialty to teach English. They are their specialty is in other areas of the knowledge. For example, the math, science, physical education, social. They have a bachelor degree in another areas. They don't bachelor degree in the English. Yeah, so that is important because the student don't have on just 2 hours at week to with English. Yeah, they don't have good internet connection, they don't have supplies, they don't have laptop, they don't have a computer, they don't have video game, they don't have tools, the teacher don't have tools to teach English to the student. Yeah, they teach English as a traditional way. They only write on the board and repeat after me. How do you pronounce this? They don't use an other strategy of the traditional. They work a traditional way. So for this reason, the students don't like to learn English. Yeah, they are not motivated. They don't have motivation to learn English vocabulary in English. So with this project, I pretend or try to apply the gamification that is a good strategy to learn English to the student. For the reason I do an objective, a general objective. This is to explore the perception of the student, the 6th grade A of the Simón Bolívar education in the Montañas del Totumo. Yeah, and I'm going to apply 4 specific objectives. The first one, identify the barriers and challenges faced by the students. The second one, use the digital tool Kahoot as a gamification strategy and observe the perception of the students. The third one, I'm going to describe the students' perception of the use of the Kahoot digital, how they perceive work with this tool in the classroom. And finally, I'm going to investigate and conclude the positive or negative impact of this implementation, or the implementation of the Kahoot tool, the digital tool. Okay, I'm going to talk about the theoretical framework. Searches made different international, national, and regional studies carried out between 2018 and this year, 2025. I'm deep divide and the context, international, national, the purpose, common finding and contribution. They in these notes I consider the as a proposed, for example, international, the ICTs in the gamification in EFLs is important for my project, and the national, the gamification in language skills and competence is very good and important for my project, and the local, the gamification and dramatization is so important for my project. Okay. I'm going to talk about the methodology. I'm going to use the quality approach by Hernando Fernandez Batista, 2014. It seeks to understand phonemes and deep from the perception of the participants to the students and their context. So it's important to point the context, because the students are in the rural context, the rural area. They are some limitations as the internet, the tools, the supplies. They don't have any these things to work in the classrooms. Okay. With the design, I'm going to work with the action project, because I'm going to, at the same time I am working with the student, I am applying the tool in each day in the classroom. I'm going seeing the and capturing the perception of the student with this new strategy of the gamification in the classroom. Yeah. Focus on the motivation and learning in this vocabulary. The methodology design, I'm going to apply the application of design in the classroom. The Kahoot, a tool to gamification in English classes, activities adapted to the interests and needs of the group. For this reason, first of all, I observed to the student for some class, and I take notes with the interests and needs in the classroom to the students. I'm going to focus on reflective practice and educational transformation, because they are working, they have worked with the traditional way with their teachers. I'm going to transform this practice, and I'm going to teach and implement the gamification and with the tool Kahoot, the tool Kahoot. To the objective is to motivate the learning of English vocabulary in the student from the 6th grade. And population expansion, as I said, they live in the Montañas del Totumo. They study in the rural high school, the Simón Bolívar. It is located in Pasyariporo, Casanare, in the rural area. I spent by motorcycle about 2.5 hours and 3 hours from the Pasyariporo to the Montañas del Totumo. I'm going to work with the 25 students in 6th grade, ages in between 11 and 13 age. I'm going to First of all, I meet with them and their parents, and they sign a paper with the authorized participation as the law 1374 of 2010. Techniques and instruments. I'm going to apply some techniques and instruments. The first of all, I'm going to do a semi-structured interview. I'm going to talk with the student. What is the perception at the beginning of the project about the learning vocabulary in English? Yeah, I'm going to talk with them. I'm going to take notes about it. I'm going to take some questions to the student. I'm going to take note about their answer. I'm going to consider to work with them. Next, I'm going to do direct observation. I'm going in the classroom and I'm taking class by class. I'm taking the notes, how their development, and how the student, how they compare with the new strategies in the classroom. Yeah, I'm going to do some recommendation to the teachers, the strengths teachers training gamification. They could incorporate gamification in the classroom curriculum, design contextual gamification strategies, evaluate the impact of gamification, and the sensitive instrument. If this is a good project, I hope to reply and adapt the experience and other grades in other sedes or location in the same context. Data collection, initial open semi-structured interview, final semi-structured interview, direct and intersubjective observation of the 6th grade with the semi-structured gains, observation in the gamified session per student, coincide or contract with what expressed by the student, how they perceive this new strategy. And the conclusion, I was evident the student in 6th grade I have difficulty learning vocabulary in English, noting a perception on discouragement for reorganizing English as a fundamental area and their learning, affect motivation and participation in class. Another one, the gamification is proposed as an innovative strategy through the digital Kahoot responding to the necessities of the students. Finally, it is expected to have a positive impact in order to strengthen motivation, participation, and learning English vocabulary in a student of the school. Final consideration, the study opens the possibility of reply and adapting the strategies in other grades, in other sky schools, with the same rural area and the rural education. And the qualitative approach and design action research made it possible to understand the perception. And the proposal contributes to the integration of active and digital methodologies and the use of the gamification in the classroom. There are some annexes with the application to the strategy in the classroom with the students. Thank you, teacher, very much. I hope this is good for you. And see you next time. Bye bye. See you.